Sunday shoes by the door, rain on the floor, one heart still aching, one don't care no more. Church bells rang in the distance while your car rode in too late. I was folding up my questions like linen by the gate. Your shirt carried the evening of a place I'd never been, and that smile you tried to give me couldn't cover up the sin. No shouting in the hallway, no glass across the wall, just a woman breathing slowly through the quiet of it all. Sunday shoes by the door, but I ain't waiting anymore. I want my best for your loving. You left my heart on the floor. Sunday shoes by the door, now they're walking out for sure. You gave me cold love dressed in roses, but I won't need it anymore. There's a hymn still in the kitchen from the radio playing low. It sounded like forgiveness, but my heart said let him go. You reached for my hand gently, like a sorry could repair, but some bridges burn in silence long before the flame is there. I took my coat from the closet, let the night air kiss my face. Sometimes leaving is the mercy that love could not replace. Sunday shoes by the door, but I ain't waiting anymore. I want my best for your loving. You left my heart on the floor. Sunday shoes by the door, now they're walking out for sure. You gave me cold love dressed in roses, but I won't need it anymore. I was your candle in the valley, your shelter from the rain, the woman who kept praying while you kept handing me pain. But I ain't just a church pew for a man to kneel and lie, and I won't keep saying amen when my soul has learned goodbye. Play low, sweet guitar, let the blue notes touch the sky. Tell him I was faithful, but I'm done asking why. Sunday shoes by the door, now they're crossing that old floor. No more crying in the kitchen, no more hurting like before. Sunday shoes by the door, and the dawn is mine for sure. You broke the vow, you broke the promise, but you won't break me anymore. Sunday shoes by the door, walking toward the morning light. I loved you through the darkness, but I'm choosing peace tonight. Sunday shoes by the door, rain don't scare me no more. I loved you once, baby, Now I'm walking out that door. Sunday shoes by the door. No more cold love, no more. The mirror knew before me what your eyes tried to hide. A cold love in the doorway, and a truth you kept inside. I was brushing out my hair when your key turned soft and late. The moon fell on your shoulder like it knew about my fate. You smiled without a heartbeat, hung your coat and looked away, and the room got full of answers that your mouth refused to say. I didn't throw no dishes, I didn't curse your name. I just watched my own reflection learn the shape of pain. The mirror knew before me that your love had changed its road. It saw the tears I swallowed and the weight I never showed. The mirror knew before me, but it won't watch me fall. I gave you all my tender years, now I'm taking back them all. There was lipstick on your collar, not the shade I ever wore, and a silence in your pocket that kept knocking at the door. Your baby, let me explain, came too soft and came too late. Some hearts don't need a trial when the truth is on display. My hands stay calm this Sunday, though my soul was torn in two. Sometimes a quiet woman sees more than a man thinks she do. The mirror knew before me that your love had changed its road. It saw the tears I swallowed and the weight I never showed. The mirror knew before me, but it won't watch me fall. I gave you all my tender years, now I'm taking back them all. I was the lamp in your darkness, the prayer beside your bed, the one who kept forgiving all the words you never said. But I ain't just a reflection for a man who won't see clear. And I won't keep growing smaller just to keep your shadow near. Play low, oh guitar, let the blue notes tell it plain. Tell him I was faithful, but I'm done wearing his pain. The mirror knew before me. Now the dawn knows where I stand. I'm leaving with my suitcase and my freedom in my hand. The mirror knew before me. No more cold love on these walls. You broke the vow, you broke the trust, but you won't break me at all. The mirror knew before me. And tonight I finally see the woman I kept hiding is the woman setting me free. The mirror knew before me. Now my heart knows too. I loved you once, baby, but I'm done loving you. The mirror knew before me. No more cold love, no more blue. The night learned my name. When your love turned cold, I gave you my warmest heart. You left it out in the cold. Rain tapped slow on the window while your keys turned in the door. That same old midnight perfume followed your steps across the floor. You didn't have to tell me. I could read it in your eyes. Some truths don't need a witness. Some hearts know when love lies. My coffee sat untouched, my hand stayed folded tight. I swallowed every question just to make it through the night. The night learned my name when I cried without a sound. When the love I built with both hands came falling softly down. The night learned my name, but it won't keep me in chains. You gave me cold love dressed in sorrow. I'm leaving before tomorrow. Your coat hung by the doorway like a shadow with your shade. And every room remembered all the promises you made. I found my Sunday dress still waiting in the hall, but silk can't save a woman when a man don't care at all. There was nothing left to argue, nothing left to prove, just a quiet kind of heartbreak and a pair of walking shoes. The night learned my name when I cried without a sound, when the love I built with both hands came falling softly down. The night learned my name, but it won't keep me in chains. You gave me cold love dressed in sorrow. I'm leaving before tomorrow. I was the prayer in your trouble, the calm inside your storm. I kept the fire burning when your heart forgot its warmth. But love ain't meant for begging, and tears ain't meant for rent. I paid too long in silence for a heart already spent. Play low, sweet guitar. Let the blue notes understand. Tell him I was faithful, but I'm taking back my hand. The night learned my name, but the dawn will know me too. I'm not the broken woman who kept waiting there for you. The night learned my name. Now I'm walking through the rain. You gave me cold love dressed in sorrow, but I'm not yours tomorrow. The night learned my name, but I'm leaving just the same. You once, baby. Now I'm done with that pain. The night learned my name. No more cold love, no more shame. The train left at midnight. Whistle crying low. I packed up my sorrow and let that cold love go. Your hat was on the table, your shadow on the wall, but the man I used to love, baby, wasn't in this house at all. pain. No need for your confession, no need to say her name. Some fires die in whispers, some hearts leave just the same. The train left at midnight, and I was on my way. No more sleeping next to sorrow, no more begging love to stay. The train left at midnight, with my blues packed in my hand. You gave me cold love dressed in sweetness, but I finally understand. There's a ribbon by the mirror from the dress I wore for you, back when your eyes held promise and your mouth still spoke the truth. Now your voice sounds like a hallway, empty, long and dim. And every time you touch me, I feel farther away from him. I didn't slam the doorway, I didn't curse the rain. I just took my quiet heartbreak and stepped outside the pain. The train left at midnight, and I was on my way. No more sleeping next to sorrow, no more begging love to stay. The train left at midnight, with my blues packed in my hand. You gave me cold love dressed in sweetness, but I finally understand. I was a light in your window, the prayer beside your name, the woman who kept loving while you kept hiding shame. But love ain't meant for chasing, and tears ain't meant to pay for a man who spends his evening giving someone else the day. Play low, sweet guitar, let the blue notes ride the rail. Tell him I was faithful, but my heart has left his jail. The train left at midnight, now the dawn is turning gold. I left your lies behind me with the woman you made cold. The train left at midnight, but my soul is coming through. You broke the vow between us, but I won't break myself for you. The train left at midnight, and the wheels sang soft and slow. I loved you through the darkness, now I'm learning how to go. The train left at midnight, whistle crying low. I gave you my warmest heart, now I let that cold love go. The train left at midnight, no more cold love. cups on the table, one gone cold, one heart still aching, one truth untold. Morning came through the curtains, soft as a church bell chime. Your chair sat there empty, like it had known for some time. The spoon beside your coffee didn't stir a single thing, and that little gold band on my finger felt heavier than a ring. I didn't need your confession, I didn't need your tears. Your silence told the story I had carried through the years. 2 cups on the table, but only one heart stayed. I kept pouring love for someone who was already far away. 2 cups on the table, one sweet, one bitter blue. I gave you all my mornings, but I won't wake up waiting for you. Your jacket by the hallway held the scent of another night, and your smile came back broken, like it couldn't hold the light. You said, baby, please believe me, but your eyes were looking down, and a lie don't need no thunder when it softly burns a house down. My hands were calm and steady, though my soul was torn apart. Sometimes leaving ain't the ending, it's the mercy for the heart. 2 cups on the table, but only one heart stayed. I kept pouring love for someone who was already far away. 2 cups on the table, one sweet, one bitter blue. I gave you all my mornings, but I won't wake up waiting for you. I was the warmth in your winter, the candle by your chair, the woman who kept forgiving when no apology was there. But love ain't meant to be a prison, and home ain't built on lies. So I'm folding up my sorrow before the morning dries my eyes. Play low, sweet guitar, let the blue notes testify, telling I stayed faithful, but I'm done asking why. 2 cups on the table, now one is left behind. I'm walking past the kitchen with peace upon my mind. 2 cups on the table, no more bitter blue. You can keep your empty sorry, I'm taking back the truth. 2 cups on waiting for you. 2 cups on the table, one gone cold. I gave you my warmest love, now I'm taking back my soul. 2 cups on the table, no more tears, no more cold. The old clock stopped at 2 when your love walked in cold. I felt the house go quiet and my heart grow old. The rain was leaning sideways against the window frame. You came in soft as trouble and never spoke my name. Your coat held city shadows, your eyes were looking down, and every step you carried had another woman's sound. I didn't ask for mercy, I didn't beg for truth. The silence on your shoulders told me more than you could do. The old clock stopped at 2, and so did waiting on you. I gave you all my warmest years, you paid me back in blue. The old clock stopped at 2, but my soul kept moving through. You brought me cold love dressed in sorrow. Now I'm leaving before tomorrow. There's a chair beside the fire where your laughter used to stay. Now the ashes tell the story of a love that slipped away. I found my scarf near the doorway, the one you never saw. I wore it just to please you, but you never cared at all. A woman knows the ending before the curtain falls. She can hear a heart departing in the quiet of the walls. The old clock stopped at 2, and so did waiting on you. I gave you all my warmest years, you paid me back in blue. The old clock stopped at 2, but my soul kept moving through. You brought me cold love dressed in sorrow. Now I'm leaving before tomorrow. I was the fire in your winter, the calm beneath your rain, the hand that held your sorrow while you handed back my pain. But I ain't made for freezing beside a faithless flame, and I won't keep losing pieces just to answer to your name. Play low, oh guitar, stopped at 2. Now the dawn is breaking through. No more crying in the hallway, no more waiting over you. The old clock stopped at 2, but my heart knows what to do. You broke the vow between us, but I won't break myself for you. The old clock stopped at 2, and my shoes are facing a light. I loved you through the darkness, but I'm choosing me tonight. The old clock stopped at 2, but I'm walking on at 3. I gave you my warmest love, now I'm setting myself free. The old clock stopped at 2. No more cold love, no more blue. Rain came through the kitchen, though the roof was dry. That's how it felt, baby, when I saw goodbye in your eyes. The radio played softly some old sad song in June. Your footsteps crossed the hallway, but your heart left the room. I folded up the silence like linen on a chair, while your coat carried secrets that didn't belong there. No storm broke the window, no thunder shook the floor, just one quiet little truth walking in through the door. Rain came through the kitchen and washed my dreaming clean. I saw the man beside me wasn't who he used to be. Rain came through the kitchen, but I won't drown tonight. You gave me love turned cold and gray. I'm walking toward the light. Your coffee sat untouched, your hands stayed in your sleeves, and every word you swallowed fell heavy over me. I used to call you shelter when the night came rolling in. Now your arms feel like a doorway to a place I've never been. A woman knows the weather before the rain comes down. She can feel a heart leaving without making any sound. Rain came through the kitchen and washed my dreaming clean. I saw the man beside me wasn't who he used to be. Rain came through the kitchen, but I won't drown tonight. You gave me love turned cold and gray. mend your broken pieces, while mine had learned to weep. But I ain't made of waiting, I ain't built from pain, and I won't keep my soul open for a man who brings the guitar, let the blue notes fall like tears. Tell him I was faithful through all those lonely years. Rain came through the kitchen, now the floor is shining clear. I left your lies behind me, with the woman I was here. Rain came through the kitchen, but the morning knows my name. You gave me love turned cold and gray. I won't carry all your shame. Rain came through the kitchen, and I found my way outside, with my heart still softly beating and my head held full of pride. Rain came through the kitchen, but the dawn came too. I loved you once, baby. Now I'm leaving you. Rain came through the kitchen, no more cold love, no more blue. The candle gave up first. Before my heart let go, it burned down in the silence, while your love was turning cold. I left supper on the table, with the gravy growing thin. The clock kept asking questions you never answered when you came in. Your hat was tipped too low, your eyes were somewhere far, and I smelled a stranger's evening, riding home inside your car. I didn't need a sermon, I didn't need a sign. A woman feels the ending before it crosses the line. The candle gave up first, but my tears came right behind. I held on to a promise that had already changed his mind. The candle gave up first, now I'm standing in the glow. You gave me love dressed up in winter, but I'm not staying in the cold. There's a blue plate by the window, where your dinner used to wait. I kept warming all your chances till forgiveness came too late. Your sorry sounded hollow, like a church bell out of tune, and every word you offered fell heavy in the room. My hand stayed on the table, my voice stayed soft and low, but somewhere deep inside me I was learning how to go. The candle gave up first, but my tears came right behind. I held on to a promise that had already changed its mind. The candle gave up first, now I'm standing in the glow. You gave me love dressed up in winter, but I'm not staying in the cold. I was the calm in your thunder, the bread upon your plate, the woman who kept believing long after love came late. But I ain't made for begging, I ain't built to bend, and I won't keep calling heartbreak by the name of friend. Play soft, oh guitar, let the blue notes testify. Tell him I was faithful, but I'm done asking why. The candle gave up first, now the morning takes its place. I'm leaving all your shadows and the tears upon my face. The candle gave up first, but my soul is burning new. You broke the trust between us, but I won't break myself for you. The candle gave up first, now the dawn is at my door. I loved you through the darkness, but I won't love you anymore. The candle gave up first, before my heart let go. I gave you all my warmest love, you gave me only cold. The candle gave up first, no more cold love, no more sorrow. A letter under the lamp, ink running blue. Every line I never sent was crying over you. The evening sat so heavy on the corner of the room. Your footsteps came in slowly, dragging secrets through the gloom. I kept my hands folded your story came undone. A woman knows a lie, baby, before it leaves the tongue. No thunder in the ceiling, no shouting down the hall, just a letter under the lamp saying I had loved too long. A letter under the lamp told the truth I couldn't say. I gave you every sunrise, you gave my trust away. A letter under the lamp, and a suitcase by my side. You brought me cold love dressed in sorrow. Now I'm walking with my pride. There was dust upon the piano where your fingers used to play. Now even all the love songs sound like they lost their way. Your cold smell like the city, and a night I never knew. You asked me to forgive you, like forgiveness still was due. I let the silence answer, let the old clock count the pain. Sometimes a heart stops breaking when it chooses not to stay. A letter under the lamp told the truth I couldn't say. I gave you every sunrise, you gave my trust away. A letter under the lamp, and a suitcase by my side. You brought me cold love dressed in sorrow. Now I'm walking with my pride. I was the song in your winter, the mercy in your hands, the woman who kept standing where no faithful love could stand. But I ain't made of paper for your guilt to write upon, and I won't keep signing sorrow when the love we had is gone. Play low, old guitar, let the blue notes understand. Tell him I was faithful, but I'm taking back my hand. A letter under the lamp, now the dawn is near the door. No more crying in the quiet, no more asking anymore. A letter under the lamp says I'm leaving before noon. You broke the vow between us, but you won't break my tune. A letter under the lamp, and my shoes are facing light. I loved you through the darkness, but I'm choosing me tonight. A letter under the lamp, ink running blue. I gave you my warmest heart, now I'm done missing you.